welcome to Sussex, and I thought I'd do a quick video on an introduction to plantation shutters. There's a lot of things to consider when looking at plantation shutters, a lot of options and a lot of information, so when myself or the salesman turn up, there can be a lot of things to consider. The first thing would be the colour. The most popular colour at the moment is a bright white shutter. This is just off-white shutter. It picks out features within the room, and there's no reason why you can't go with whatever colour you like. I do a good colour range options. There's plenty of options in the standard colour ranges, but we can also colour match to any paint code. The other thing to consider on light control is the size of the louver. So this is a 76mm louver. It's kind of mid-range. We do larger ones, we do smaller ones. I suppose traditionally people would have had a smaller louver, smaller shutters, but shutter panels can now be made bigger, and people want a more contemporary look from their shutter. They tend to go with a bigger louver. A bigger louver will allow more lighting, and it will also allow a better view when the louvers are open in to out. A smaller louver will give you a bit more privacy, but it might be a bit darker. These panels have been fitted with a silent tilt mechanism. So the control method is silent tilt. We could have had tilt rods down the back of these shutters for a more traditional look, and we can still do those, that's not a problem at all, but these ones have been fitted with silent tilt, and we can operate these louvers, the tops and bottoms, independently. We can split that tilt anywhere within this frame, so that's another thing to consider where you'd like the tilt split. There's no mid-rail on these shutters. We've gone for one clean panel, again for a more contemporary look, but you could put in a mid-rail if it matched your existing windows, or even without. The configuration is another thing to consider. We've gone for a 3-panel shutter here. Mainly this is around practicality. The external window has a window handle here, so we've kind of put a post in here to split that, and then we split these into 2 equal panels. We could have gone for 4 panels and had everything symmetrical and equal. It's entirely up to you, really. It would have been harder to open the window. The other thing to consider on configuration is, are you ever going to want to open your shutters completely out of the way of your window? If so, we could have bifolded these shutters so that we open them out. You have to think about where they're going to stick out to. When you do open them out, generally people don't tend to open their shutters only for cleaning and opening any windows. We've installed this within the recess. We could, if we've pushed it back as far as possible so that we've kept a decent bit of window ledge. We could have brought this forward and installed it on the face of this wall. We could have had a frame around it, and if you had the space either side and bifolded them, you could have folded them right back out of the way. Anyway, I hope this information has been useful. If you have any other questions, please get in touch.